Day 69 of reading through the scriptures. There will be 4 chapters today, starting with Exodus chapter 19. In the 3rd new moon after the children of Israel had come out of the land of Mitzrayim, on this day they came to the wilderness of Sinai. For they set out from Rephidim, and had come to the wilderness of Sinai, and camped in the wilderness. So Yisrael camped there before the mountain. And Moshe went up to Elohim, and Yahweh called to him from the mountain, saying, This is what you are to say to the house of Yaakov, and declare to the children of Israel. You have seen what I did to the Mitzrites, how I bore you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. And now, if you diligently obey my voice and shall guard my covenant, then you shall be my treasured possession above all the peoples, for all the earth is mine, and you shall be to me a reign of priests and a set-apart nation. Those are the words which you are to speak to the children of Israel. And Moshe came and called for the elders of the people, and set before them all these words which Yahweh commanded him. And all the people answered together and said, All that Yahweh has spoken we shall do. So Moshe brought back the words of the people to Yahweh. And Yahweh said to Moshe, See, I am coming to you in a thick cloud, so that the people hear when I speak with you and believe you forever. And Moshe reported the words of the people to Yahweh. And Yahweh said to Moshe, Go to the people and set them apart today and tomorrow, and they shall wash their garments and shall be prepared by the 3rd day. For the 3rd day Yahweh shall come down upon Mount Sinai before the eyes of all the people. And you shall make a border for the people all around, saying, Take heed to yourselves that you do not go up to the mountain, or touch the border of it. Whoever touches the mountain shall certainly be put to death. Not a hand is to touch it, but he shall certainly be stoned or shot with an arrow, whether man or beast, he shall not live. When the Yobal sounds long, let them come near the mountain. I think that's a trumpet blast. They have explanatory notes down here, but they don't. No, it says see explanatory notes. So, I don't know. That the word for trumpet would be shofar, I thought. So I'm not sure what that means, but I'm going to just keep on reading. Then Moshe came down from the mountain to the people and set the people apart, and they washed their garments. And he said to the people, Be prepared by the 3rd day. Do not come near a wife. And it came to be on the 3rd day, in the morning, that there were thunders and lightnings and a thick cloud on the mountain. And the voice of the shofar was very strong. Here we've got it, the ram's horn. And all the people who were in the camp trembled. Okay, this is a shofar. It's from a ram's horn or some type of sheep. And I'm going to blow it for you. Okay, my son who went and got it is actually going to be the one who does more blowing if you hear any more of that in the next few minutes. Okay, I think we read verse 16, so let's get back at 17. And Moshe brought the people out of the camp to meet with Elohim, and they stood at the foot of the mountain. And Mount Sinai was in smoke, all of it, because Yahweh descended upon it in fire. And its smoke went up like the smoke of a furnace, and all the mountain trembled exceedingly. And when the voice of the shofar sounded long and became very strong, Moshe spoke, and Elohim answered him by voice. And Yahweh came down upon Mount Sinai on the top of the mountain. And Yahweh called Moshe to the top of the mountain, and Moshe went up. And Yahweh said to Moshe, Go down and warn the people, lest they break through onto Yahweh to see, and many of them fall. And let the priests who come near Yahweh set themselves apart too, lest Yahweh break out against them. And Moshe said to Yahweh, The people are not able to come up to Mount Sinai, for you warned us, saying, Make a border around the mountain and set it apart. And Yahweh said to him, Come, go down, and then you come up, you and Aharon with you. But do not let the priests and the people break through to come up to Yahweh, lest he breaks out against them. And Moshe went down to the people and spoke to them. And next chapter is Exodus 20. That'll be tomorrow, which is the 10 Commandments. All right, that was pretty good. Alright, look who's visiting. If you have any ideas what to do for stink bugs, tell me in the comments. I'd love to know. Because they're bothering me today. Okay. And we are on Jeremiah chapter 2. Good job! No, Jeremiah chapter 3. Anyway, Elohim said, if a man puts away his wife, and she goes from him and becomes another man's, does he return to her again? Would not that land be made greatly unclean? But you have committed whoring with many lovers. And would you return to me, declares Yahweh? Lift up your eyes to the bare heights and see. Where have you not lain with men? Besides the ways you have sat for them like an Arabian in the wilderness. And you made the land unclean with your whorings and your evil. Therefore the showers have been withheld, and there has been no latter rain. You have had a whore's forehead. You refuse to be ashamed. Shall you not from now on cry to me, my father, you are the guide of my youth? Does one bear a grudge forever? Does one keep it to the end? See, you have spoken and done the evils that you could. And Yahweh said to me in the days of Yoshiahu, Josiah the sovereign, have you seen what backsliding Israel has done? She has gone up on every high mountain and under every green tree, and there committed whoring. And after she had done all these, I said, return to me. But she did not return, and her treacherous sister Yehuda saw it, and I saw that for all the causes for which backsliding Israel had committed adultery, I had put her away and given her a certificate of divorce, yet her treacherous sister did not fear, Yehuda did not fear, but went and committed whoring too. And it came to be through her frivolous whoring that she defiled the land and committed adultery with stones and wood. And yet for all this her treacherous sister Yehuda has not turned to me with all her heart, but falsely, declares Yahweh. And Yahweh said to me, backsliding Israel has shown herself more righteous than treacherous Yehuda. Go and proclaim these words toward the north, and say, return, O backsliding Israel, declares Yahweh. I shall not look on you in displeasure, for I am lovingly committed, declares Yahweh, and I do not bear a grudge forever. Only acknowledge your crookednesses, because you have transgressed against Yahweh your Elohim, and have scattered your ways to strangers under every green tree, and you have not obeyed my voice, declares Yahweh. Return, O backsliding children, declares Yahweh, for I shall rule over you, and shall take you, one from a city, and two from a clan, and shall bring you to Zion. And I shall give you shepherds according to my heart, and they shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And it shall be, when you have increased, and shall be fruitful in the land in those days, declares Yahweh, that they no longer say, the ark of the covenant of Yahweh. Neither would it come to heart, nor would they remember it, nor would they visit it, nor would it be made again. At that time Jerusalem shall be called the throne of Yahweh, and all the nations shall be gathered to it, to the name of Yahweh, to Jerusalem, and no longer walk after the stubbornness of their evil heart. In those days the house of Yehuda shall go to the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north to the land that I have given as an inheritance to your fathers. But I said, how would I put you among the children and give you a pleasant land, a splendid inheritance of the host of nations? And I said, call me my father, and do not turn away from me. But indeed, as a wife betrays her husband, so you have betrayed me, O house of Israel. Who was that? Gamaliel?
Yep.
A voice was heard on the bare heights, weeping supplications of the children of Israel, because they have perverted their way. They have forgotten Yahweh their Elohim. Return, O backsliding children. I shall make your backsliding cease. See, we have come to you, for you are Yahweh our Elohim. Truly, delusion comes from the high hills, the noisy throng on the mountains. Truly, in Yahweh our Elohim is the deliverance of Israel. For shame has devoured the labor of our fathers from our youth, their flocks and their herds, their sons and their daughters. We shall lie down in shame while our reproach covers us. For we have sinned against Yahweh our Elohim, we and our fathers, even from our youth even to this day, and have not obeyed the voice of Yahweh our Elohim. Psalms 69. Save me, O Elohim, for waters have come up to my neck. I have sunk in deep mud. and there is no place to stand. I have come into deep waters, and the floods overflow me. I am worn out from my crying, my throat is dry, my eyes grow dim as I wait for my Elohim. Those who hate me without a cause are more than the hairs of my head. They are mighty who would destroy me. My lying enemies, what I did not steal, I restored. O Elohim, you yourself know my foolishness, and my guilt has not been hidden from you. Let not those who wait for you, O Master Yahweh of hosts, be ashamed because of me. Let not those who seek you be humbled because of me, O Elohim of Israel, because I have borne reproach for your sake. Shame has covered my face. I have become a stranger to my brothers, and a foreigner to my mother's children, because ardor for your house has eaten me up, and the reproaches of those who reproach you have fallen on me. And I wept in my being with fasting, and it became my reproach. And when I put on sackcloth, I became a proverb to them. They who sit in the gate talk about me, and I am the song of the drunkards. But as for me, my prayer is to you, O Yahweh, at an acceptable time, O Elohim, in the greatness of your loving commitment. Answer me in the truth of your deliverance. Rescue me out of the mire, and let me not sink. Let me be rescued from those who hate me, and out of the deep waters. Let not a flood of waters overflow me, nor let the deep swallow me up, nor let the pit shut its mouth on me. Answer me, O Yahweh, for your loving commitment is good. According to the greatness of your compassion, turn on me, and do not hide your face from your servant, for I am in distress. Answer me speedily. Draw near to my being, redeem it, ransom me because of my enemies. You yourself know my reproach, and my shame and my confusion. My adversaries are all before you. Reproach has broken my heart, and I am sick. I looked for sympathy, but there was none, and for comforters, but I found none. And they gave me gall for my food, and for my thirst they gave me vinegar to drink. Let their table before them become a snare, and a trap to those at ease. Let their eyes be darkened so as not to see, and make their loins shake continually. Pour out your wrath upon them, and let your burning pleasure overtake them. Let their encampments be deserted, and let no one dwell in their tents. For they persecute him who you have stricken, and talk about the pain of those you have wounded. And add crookedness to their crookedness, and let them not enter into your righteousness. Let them be blotted out of the book of the living, and not be written with the righteous. But I am poor and in pain. Let your deliverance, O Elohim, set me up on high. I praise the name of Elohim with a song. I make him great with thanksgiving. And this pleases Yahweh more than an ox, a bull with horns and hooves. The humble shall see and rejoice, those who seek, or you who seek Elohim, and your hearts live. For Yahweh hears the poor, and he shall not despise his captives. Let the heavens and earth praise him, the sea and all that moves in them. For Elohim shall save Zion, and build the cities of Yehudah, and they shall dwell there and possess it, and the seed of his servants inherit it, and those who love his name dwell in it. And John chapter 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Elohim, and the Word was Elohim. He was in the beginning with Elohim. All came to be through him, and without him not even one came to be that came to be. And him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. There was a man sent from Elohim, whose name was Yochanan. This one came for a witness, to bear witness of the light, that all might believe through him. He was not that light, but that he might bear witness of that light. He was the true light, which enlightens every man coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world came to be through him, and the world did not know him. He came to his own, and his own did not receive him. But as many as received him, to them he gave the authority to become children of Elohim, to those believing in his name, who were born not of blood, nor of the desire of flesh, nor of the desire of man, but of Elohim. And the Word became flesh, and pitched his tent among us, and we saw his esteem as of an only brought forth of a father, complete in favor and truth. Yochanan bore witness of him, and cried out, saying, This is he of whom I said, He who comes after me has become before me, because he was before me. And out of his completeness we all did receive, in favor upon favor. For the Torah was given through Moshe, the favor and the truth came through Yeshua Messiah. No one has ever seen Elohim, the only brought forth Son, who is in the bosom of the Father. He did declare. Now this was the witness of Yochanan when the Yehudim sent from Jerusalem priests and Levites to ask him, "Who are you?" And he confessed and did not deny, but confessed, "I am not the Messiah." And they asked him, "What then are you?" Or what then? "Are you Eliyahu?" So he said, "I am not." "Are you the prophet?" And he answered, "No." Therefore they said to him, "Who are you, so that we give an answer to those who sent us? What do you say about yourself?" He said, "I am a voice of one crying in the wilderness, 'Make straight the way of Yahweh,' as the prophet Yeshayahu said." And those who sent were of the Pharisees, and they asked him, saying, "Why then do you immerse if you are not the Messiah, nor Eliyahu, nor the prophet?" Yochanan answered them, saying, "I immerse in water, but in your midst stands one whom you do not know, the one coming after me, who has become before me, whose sandal strap I am not worthy to loosen." This took place in Bethany, beyond the Jordan, where Yochanan was immersing. On the next day, Yochanan saw Yeshua coming toward him and said, "See, the Lamb of Elohim who takes away the sin of the world. This is he of whom I said, 'After me comes a man who has become before me, for he was before me.' And I did not know him, but that he might be revealed to Yisrael, therefore I came immersing in water." And Yochanan bore witness, saying, "I have seen the Spirit coming down from heaven like a dove, and remain on him. And I did not know him, but he who sent me to immerse in water said to me, 'Upon whom you see the Spirit coming down and remaining on him, this is he who immerses in the set-apart Spirit.' And I have seen it and have witnessed that this is the Son of Elohim." Again, the following day, Yochanan was standing with two of his taught ones, and looking at Yeshua walking, he said, "See, the Lamb of Elohim." And the two taught ones heard him speaking, and they followed Yeshua. And Yeshua, turning, seeing them following, said to them, "What do you seek?" And they said to him, "Rabbi," which means teacher, "where are you staying?" He said to them, "Come and see." They went and saw where he was staying, and remained with him that day. Now it was about the 10th hour. Andri, the brother of Shimon Kepha, was one of the two who had heard from Yochanan and followed him. First he found his own brother Shimon, and said to him, "We have found the Messiah," which means the anointed. And he brought him to Yeshua, and looking at him, Yeshua said, "You are Shimon the son of Yonah, which you shall be called Kepha," which means a stone. On the following day, Yeshua wished to go to Galilee, and he found Philip and said to him, "Follow me." And Philip was from Bethsaida, the city of Andri and Kepha. Philip found Nathanael and said to him, "We have found him whom Moshe wrote of in the Torah and the prophets, Yeshua of Nazareth, the son of Yosef." And Nathanael said to him, "Is it possible for any good matter to come out of Nazareth?" Philip said to him, "Come and see." Yeshua saw Nathanael coming toward him, and said of him, "See, truly a Israelite, in whom there is no deceit." Nathanael said to him, "From where do you know me?" Yeshua answered and said to him, "Before Philip called you, when you were under the fig tree, I saw you." Nathanael answered and said to him, "Rabbi, you are the son of Elohim, you are the sovereign of Israel." Yeshua answered and said to him, "Because I said to you, I saw you under the fig tree, do you believe? Greater than that you shall see." And he said to him, "Truly, truly, I say to you, from now on you shall see heaven open, and the messengers of Elohim ascending and descending upon the son of Adam."